Okie dokie. Let's get the... Ooh, that's bright. That is bright. Move that light. Move that light a little bit that way. I don't know why that's so bright. Good evening, everybody. Working on Morticia Adams for the Halloween group build. Just printed it out. Very cool. Very, very cool. Before I even start with participants or anything like that, unfortunately, the second live stream in a row, we're going to start on some sad news. So from myself, Kelly, Kenny, my mom, Kelly's mom, and everybody at HLI, would like to send our sincerest condolences and sympathies to Omar Baez, his wife Debbie, Mrs. Baez's mom, and the rest of the Baez family. Unfortunately, Omar lost his brother today, so that was another person that we lost to cancer. So Omar and his family's going through a very tough time right now. So if you can keep them, think about them, send them a note if you know them, text them, give them a call. I got to give him a call a little later. I texted him early today. I didn't want to call because I know during a period like that he's going through a lot. So I just texted him to let him know that we're all thinking about him, everybody from HLI and the family. So we're very, very sorry, Omar, about your brother. I know how much you loved him. So that is never a great way to start a show, but just want to show Omar some support because he's always here with us, and this is a really tough time for him and his family. Oh boy. I figured it out. No, I had the wrong thing on there, Dan. So what's going on, Chris? What's going on, Dan, Phil, Rick, Shu, Ron, the Usher? I seen Scott was in here before. What's going on, Scott? Hope you're feeling well. I just want to scroll back. What's up, Bud? The thing with YouTube is because they switched off from like HobbyLink International. When I started HobbyLink International, I didn't use my real name on it. You could have put like your channel name plus your real name or something like that, or another name. And it was last year, I think it was, they came out with the @ symbol. So whatever the real name that you used on there, that's what they would use. I named everything HobbyLink International. I know a couple people name things different things, so that's why it may be picking up a different name. What's going on, Shane? Elliot, what's going on? Good to see you. Nothing much, Phil. The same old thing, just another. It's like I don't want to go live anymore, and I don't want to make announcements about people passing away and our friends getting hurt and all that other good stuff. Letting friends know they're important is never a bad way to start anything. This is true. Omar's very important. He's always a good man. Anytime anything's going on at the house here, he's always on it. When back in the day when I think it was Elaine and Kenny had COVID really bad. He sent over a heart rate monitor thing for my mother-in-law and stuff. So anything that happens in my family, Omar's right on it. Kenny's up in Chicago, the Chicago area, visiting his girlfriend, and he's like, if anything goes south, let him know so he could go pick up Kenny, and Kenny could go hang out at Omar's until he can catch a flight home. So Omar is a really good dude, and so is Deb, his wife. Great family. What's going on, Matt? Good to see you, sir. So tonight we're gonna talk about Boyd's group build, the memorial group build that we're holding, and it's going to be called that every year from now on, the Boyd Crompton Memorial Halloween group build. So we're going to honor him every year with the Halloween group build because, as you all know, definitely his favorite. If you've missed it, just go to his channel and it's still there. You could go back and see him as the count and all that good stuff, and showing the slideshows and everything like that. Ooh, yeah, we've gone through it many times here. We've gone through it too many times already. Mike Mitchell, what's going on? I only found about the form coming back from the dead that's because it only came back from the dead last night, and we're going to explain what's going on with that. Since you brought it up, Mike, we'll talk about the form. Yes, we did get rid of the main site, and we got rid of the form because there was no usage. I did it to bother Dirk, not because the usage was so low on both of them. We're not bringing back the main site. We're just going to keep the form. Now, the form is going to stay around forever. If it's 5 guys using it and they enjoy using it, then it'll just stay there. The reason I brought it back was because Twitter sucks, Facebook sucks, Discord totally blows to do what we have to do for our group builds, especially Boyd's group build, about how special, you know, that group build is, and we needed a dedicated spot. So thankfully Tommy did not delete the whole database on it. We did lose maybe a couple people that signed up at the end. If they want to sign up, I'm going to go through the whole thing again. They can sign up if they want to. But everything's back. Your name and password should be the same. All your posts are there. So Tommy never deleted the database. So everything, the forum is back. If you go to community.hobbylinkinternational.com, the forum is back up and running. So you can go over there and check out the forum. I'm going to go to the teaching screen in a little while. We'll go through all that stuff. We'll go through some stuff we haven't gone through in a while because I actually fixed up the stream deck and what we do during the show. So, hey, Marcy. How's it going? Yeah, they do. And especially, you know, trying to run the group builds. So first off, you don't have to be a member of the community that we have set up. We prefer you to be. This way we could see your builds going along. And I'll show you where to post your builds and then where to post the finished builds. It makes it a lot easier for me to get them. But if you just want to build along, that's fine too. And you'll be able to email me or Dropbox me. Email's probably better. Or Dropbox me your pictures of your finished build, or if you're on Facebook and you message me there and say I got an album of my pictures here, we can grab them there. Sean, what's going on? His brother unfortunately passed away. Another person passed away of cancer. Cancer blows, and it just sucks. Cancer's horrible. I saw that you posted the 3. Can you change my button on the stream deck from winner to told you? I can find the told you so. I could. Should you think Dirk will ever come back to the forum? We should bring it back and hide it on him. I haven't used my first gen Saturn resin printer in a while. Got to change the FEP sheet and run some tests. If it goes well, I'll try to participate in the Halloween group build. Awesome. Hopefully we get a lot of builds this year. Spread the word to your friends and that are builders too. If they're not here, let them know what we're doing. This is going to be a yearly thing. Well, the Halloween group build was a yearly thing anyhow, but now it's just going to be dedicated to Boyd every year. This way we can honor him every year and remember him for what he did for the community, what a great friend he was, and everything that goes along with Boyd. I will, Elliot. My uncle has terminal bladder cancer. Cancer is just horrible. Yeah, my printers back here, Ken, are dirty. I just finished up another George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm just thinking about Omar. Finished up another George Bailey. I have to put him on the curing machine, get him all cured up. I'll show him to you. So I'll put gloves on and grab him because I made him bigger. He's 1/6 scale now. And I started printing up Mr. Magoo. A couple things failed on him. So I'm just test printing him right now. And then we'll get, Mr. Magoo going. So I'm just going to run through a couple things for anybody that's new here. Group builds we do have. So these are the group builds for 2024, and one in here will be for 2025. And then we'll get into the community, so you guys can see the community. And I can show you the easiest way to get to Boyd's group build and where to post your finished pictures. And this will apply for every other category on the community. So what we got going on this year is the TV and movie group build. That's anything from TV and movies, anything you've ever seen on TV and movies, commercials, movies, television shows, whatever it may be. As long as it was in a TV show or a movie, it's good to go in here. Sci-fi fantasy. This is anything sci-fi and fantasy from Warhammer 40K up to Aliens, Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, anything that's in the sci-fi realm. Sci-fi and fantasy, I should say. Both of those. And then, of course, we have the most important group build of all now is the Boyd Crompton Memorial Halloween group build. This year I made 3 cover photos for it, and these will be on the community. So if you do make YouTube videos and you want to use one of the 3 I made, just grab one and use it on your videos. If you want to make your own, that's fine. Just when you're making your videos, if you title it maybe the Boyd Crompton Halloween group build or something like that, this way we can all find it if we type in the search. This way it makes it easier to see all that stuff. And then I made this one with the Count. I made this one with Frankenstein. And I made this one with the Mummy. So you'll have choice of 3. And they're going to be different every year, like I always make the group build covers. Then we have the first annual Christmas group build. This is because of my mom, Elaine, and Kelly. They wanted a Christmas group build. So we'll try it out this year. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then, of course, this started on May the 5th. We have the annual Star Wars group build, and that'll run to May the 2nd. And then on May the 4th, we'll have our show. So let me see what people are writing in here before I... Cancer is bullshit. Took one of my best friends a few months ago, and my dad is treatment for it. Yeah, I can't stand it. Station at Camp Lejeune. Got the cancer. Printing a 3D Ray Finkel from Ace Ventura. No, I don't even know who Ray Finkel is. Got some folks from there that went through that. Eminem's real initials are MBM and mine are MBM. But he's the real Slim Shady, Mike. On YouTube, if title's getting too long, use tag. Yeah, exactly. You can use hashtags too. The Red Arm C3PO. I plan on building the new some kind of dinosaur, Redosaurus kit from Beast from 20,000 Fathoms of your Halloween group. Oh, that'll be cool. Too bad Kenny didn't do the ghost, then he could have Blueberry, Count Chocula, and Frankenberry. I already did my Halloween build. I'm going to try to squeeze another one in. I did Jack Skellington. And actually, the pictures up there in the corner, those are single shots from our 2021 Halloween group build. So Boyd's is in there with the guy playing the piano and the mummy popping up. Now, let me make sure I have the right thing over here. So this way, when I do pop up what I want to pop up, it doesn't pop up onto the wrong thing. I'm going to go over to the teaching screen. All right, so this is the community. I'm going to log out real quick. Log out. Okay, log in. Now, you can either create your own account the old-fashioned way. If you guys ask me questions, just hold off for a little while because I can't see anything. Actually, you know what? Let me put it on my phone. This way, just in case somebody does ask something, I can see it. Let me put YouTube up on my phone. Let me find my channel. Where's my channel? View channel, live stream. There we go. Okay, now I can see questions right there. I could put that. What's up, Ken? What's going on, sir? So you can sign up one of many ways. You can either do it the old-fashioned way, create your account, put your name, username, password, fill out everything. If you have a Facebook account, you can just click this, and it'll ask you permission to use your Facebook credentials. Same thing for Google, Twitter, or if you have a Discord, you can sign in with any of these, or if you have a passkey set up, you can also use a passkey to get in. So I'm just going to log in here. When it comes to the community, it's always going to bring you to the first thing, topics. And what topics is, it's every single thread. And the newer ones will be, of course, up top. And you got a little line here, what was said the last visit. All these are grayed out just because I've read all of these. If anything is in white when you first get to the site, that's something that you didn't see yet. So you can just jump in there and check that out. Down the side, some of this stuff is not relevant to people because I'm in an administration mode. But over here, you can see your posts, review. And down the side, you can populate this how you want. You can shut down stuff so they're not all the way through. But they all have the little pencil next to them where you can jump in here, pick which categories you actually want to see. You can check off whichever ones you want to see, and it'll populate in here. And then the same thing with tags. This will populate the tags that have been used on the site, so you can jump to stuff. If you click on this, it's all tags. You can hit the pencil again and choose what you want to see. Then you got your messages for inbox and moderators for me and the guys. Channels, this is all live chat. There's a live chat that we have on the site that if you pick the channels, 3D printing, general discussion, I don't know what I sent to the group about Amazon, something on Amazon. Then we got one for model building and, of course, one for staff. So you can check all that out. Now, to see categories, if you want to see all of them at once, you would scroll down and click all categories. And all of the categories will populate. Members portal, HLI announcements, annual group builds, and so forth and so on down. Now, if you go, even we'll start at the top, members portals. If you hover and click over any of these, that'll bring you to the specific topic underneath members portals. Like if I want to go to introduce myself, I could click on that. And this is all the topics in introduce myself. See the white ones there? That's stuff I've probably seen before, but since we restarted the form, or if somebody posted after I posted, that would be all new to me. Now, if you want to get to things a quicker way, when you come to topics, you have these two categories right here, these two highlighted boxes, all categories. You can easily come in here, go to annual group builds. It's going to bring you to the annual group builds, and then you go to the next box where it says all. You can get right to Boyd's or any other group build that we have. So like I got to get rid of some of these group builds, like we don't have the air, land, and sea group build anymore, the military group build. Some of that stuff's gonna go, and I got to redo the categories here. But you'll see the Boyd one. You jump into Boyd. The very first thing that's pinned at the top is the rules of the group build. They're not crazy rules or anything like that. Mostly it's telling you what models are deemed good for the Halloween group build. If you're not sure what's good or not, what's going on, Chuck? Just hit me up with an email and I'll let you know. My email's, of course, in here, hobbylinkinternational@gmail.com. And then the biggest thing with it is about the pictures, how many pictures to send in, what angles we need and stuff like that, because this is a slideshow for Halloween. And with all your hard work, we want to make sure that all of your pictures can be seen very well. We don't want clutter in the background or anything like that, because you're working hard on a build. You don't want, a cat litter box or something in the background and messing up the view of your whatchamacallit, your model build. So it's just a bunch of stuff. But also at the bottom are all three thumbnails. They're all the right size for YouTube. If you want to use them as a thumbnail, all you have to do is click on them. It'll become big, and then right click and save the image, and you can save the image. So there's this, because they're small over there. There's this one with the count. Like I said, we got the one with the Frankenstein on there, and then one with the mummy. So we'll do that every year. And if you do have a question or anything about the rules, the guys have posted underneath the rules, and I can answer questions here too, or you can direct message me or anything like that. Now, the next thing is let me go back into Boyd's thing. Annual group builds, Boyd's. Once you're in here, this is where we want you to, under the Boyd Crompton Memorial Halloween group build, this is where we want you to start your own topic, but title it either 2024 Halloween group build. I put the whole thing in there, 2024 Boyd Crompton Memorial Halloween group build. This way we know, Mobius Frankenstein with the bride. That's cool. This way we know that's your build stream, build category, and we can follow along with your build. And then, we'll jump into mine. And we can go, like, you'll see this thing at the side. You can hit the top, and it's going to bring you all the way up to the top. And why is see, this is in the wrong, oh, okay, I put finished pictures in here too, which I shouldn't have done. I don't know why I put them here. I got them in the other one too. I thought I could have sworn I had. This is the one I did for the Halloween build anyhow. Could have sworn I had the, I don't know why. It's confusing me right now. Because this should be, what am I in? hold on a second. There's that. 2024. 2022. Oh, these are all mixed in because it's just the annual group build, not all. Maybe I didn't do? Or did I put it on? I'm confusing myself. I might have put it under 3D printing. And actually, this is where tags will come in handy. I'll get back to that in a second. So I don't remember where I put it. It's been so long. Yeah, I put it under 3D printing. That's why it's over here. The whole build series of mine, I just put it under 3D printing instead of putting it under the Halloween group build like a knucklehead. So my thing is over here going through the build and stuff. So I actually put mine. It's kind of right, kind of wrong because it is a Halloween build. But anyway, back to this. So if you want to get to Boyd, like I said, just click into annual group builds, Boyd Crompton, and this is like here. We'll go to Bob's. He started. I know he has his build series in here. You'll put the title, 2024 Halloween group build, and what you're building if you want. And then you could put your progress shots in here. And I'll make a fake post. This way you guys can see it. See that? I run the site and I messed up where I actually put something. And then you go through all this. Now, in the annual Halloween group builds, if you go backwards and you go back to picking stuff, your completed builds will go here. Annual group build model showcase. This way I can find all of your completed stuff. Like make sure like the guys did the 2024 Star Wars group build. I got to move this to past ones. But this is, let me jump to the top. This is Bob Bruce's completed build. So it's only finished pictures. This way I know which ones are done. So if you put them all in here. So these two 2024s are going to get moved. We do have a category with past builds that you can go look at. So we never delete your stuff. It's always on the site. Up here, this 2024 one is staying because the Star Wars 2024 is over, of course. But this is my Green Lantern build. And I'm the only one in here right now with a completed build for that, I'm pretty sure. And you just have your pictures up here. It'll do a shadow box, and you can click the arrows and go through and see everybody's completed pictures. Makes it a lot easier for me to grab your pictures and do the slideshow. Anybody new here? Because of Boyd, I started a Halloween group build and slideshow. So that's where we want you guys to put your stuff. And all the stuff is the same for everything. So if you go into 3D modeling, you can choose either the showcase or the model builds and see what model builds are going on. Or if you pick showcase, you can see everybody's finished model builds that they have in here. So that goes down for everything. NSFW, for anybody that doesn't know, that's not safe for work. Some guys do build scantily clad women and stuff like that. Some women build some scantily clad women and stuff like that. So that'll go in here. It's not meant for anything raunchy or anything like that. So don't put that stuff on the site. Nothing sexually explicit. Nothing crazy. But if a boobie's shown or a hiney shown or something like that, that's what this is for. I got to see if there's an age restriction we can put on this. If I can, this is going to be 18 and over. I'm trying to think what else with the group build. So yeah, just once you're finished with your stuff, annual group build model showcase is where you put your finished ones. And if you want to join any of these are going to change. So don't worry about the other ones too much besides Boyd's. And this is just where you're going to put your stuff. Like Shu down here, he started Harry Potter. I don't know where he's at with that. He started his on November 23rd. How our group builds work, I always give you a year to build. This way we can get as much done as we can. So he started his November 23rd. I mean November of 23. So October 31st we have the slideshow. November 1st the Halloween group build will start again for Boyd. And he's doing a Harry Potter one. This one right here. I didn't know that. What's the castle for? I didn't know the castle was part of the diorama, but this is a very cool diorama. I don't know why I can't click on his picture. It might be too big. So what I'm going to do is before we do anything else, I'm going to show you how to do a post. Okay, let's just go into Boyd's one. So we'll be in Boyd's. We'll go to all, and we'll go to Boyd's memorial group build. And what you're going to do is up here, you're just going to hit new topic. And when you hit new topic, we have it set, so don't try to type in all capital letters because you can't type in all capital letters. Just put in, you know, the Boyd Crompton. You could just put Halloween because we do know it's Boyd's. Memorial Halloween group build. And then I'll put in whatever. I'll put in my old Mickey Voorhees over here. This way we know what it is. Then you could type up a little bit inside the box about blah, 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 whatever you want to say about the builds. It's a 3D print of this or that and this. Once you're done typing, I'm going to show you something because I just actually figured this out recently. Let me make that a little bigger. When you're going to post your pictures, you can do quotes in bold and italic if you want to do all that. Put links in, quotations. To do your pictures, you're going to hit this little button here. It's the little scenic picture over here. It'll say upload. Click on that. And you know what? I'm going to delete this post anyhow. So let me go to pictures. HLI stuff. HLI group builds. What year did I do that? Past group builds. 2022 is when I did it. Oh yeah, 22 years ago I did this one. You can put up to, actually 1, 2, there's not enough in here. So I am going to do, what's his name? Jack Skellington. Because I want to show you something that I just figured out. Halloween. Okay. Not Bob. Come on, you stupid thing. I got too many files. Jack Skellington. That's not his pictures. Where is it? My model builds. There we go. Jack Skellington. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, don't do that. Why is there a oh my God. Nothing's going right tonight. Delete that copy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. You can upload 20 files at one time. It's going to compress your files for you. Bob, what's going on? Yes, old basic form stuff. Absolutely. So you can do 20 files. Depending on your upload speeds and stuff like that, it's going to take a while. Mine goes pretty quickly, but I'm sure you can see it right now. There you go. It's uploading all 20 as we speak. You're a little behind. I'm a little ahead of what you're seeing right now. Now, once all 20 are populated in here, I thought you can only do 20 per post. And I'm assuming everybody else thought you could do 20 per post. Instead of making 10 or 12 posts in the same thread, if you don't want to and you want to add all your pictures into the same one, just click this icon again. And then you could put in another 20 pictures and then so on and so forth. You know, you can do 60, 80, whatever you want. Just you got to wait for the first 20 to be done. 23, 24, 25. It doesn't matter which one I'm picking. 26. I'll hit the upload button. Now it's going to upload the last pictures I needed in there instead of making another topic in that thread that you started. So it makes it a lot easier. So if you have 50 pictures, you can put them all in one thread. And then when you're done, the bottom button, create topic, just create topic. And then it's going to take a little while. It's gonna upload these. Like at first, you're not going to be able to click on the picture until it does what it has to do, compressing them. See this first one compressed, so I'll be able to click on the picture and see it. It'll tell you its original size and what it shrunk it down to 228 kilobytes. And then it'll put in all 27 pictures that I loaded up. So they'll all be here. So instead of going here, putting my first 20 in, and then hitting reply and putting in my next set of pictures, I could do it all in one. So you just do your first 20, wait, and then you add your next set of 20. And now what I'm going to do with this, I am going to delete this topic. Let me go up top. Let's delete the topic. We don't need to see that again because I have that posted, and I think I have it posted twice. And delete. Let me refresh. Make sure that's out of there. Let's go back to Boyd Crompton's thing, the Halloween group build, Supernatural Impala, Harry Potter. What is this Halloween group build? Oh, that's Chris. Chris's bottom one. I don't even know what Chris is building there because he just put the Halloween group build, and he's got a piece of the pink foam up top here. And his I can't click either. I don't know why I can't click his picture, but he's got a piece of the foam, or it looks like the foam there, and I don't know what he started, and I don't know where it's going. But that's what Chris did. That is what Chris did. So right now, Shu has one going. Elliot has one going. I know Jalen is doing the Supernatural card too. This one I actually put in the wrong spot. I have to move this. Can I move it? Close topic, archive tile, unlist, make personal, change, timestamp. There's got to be a way that I can change this. I'm going to have to change this, or I'm going to have to delete this post and put it into where it belongs. And where that finished build belongs, it belongs in the annual group build showcase. Simple as that. Simple as that. And you can ask, I did post it twice. Oh. Annual group build showcase. I did post it twice like a moron. I don't know why I posted it twice. So what I'll do is I'll move the build series out of 3D printing and over into here under Boyd, so you guys can find that if you want to look at it. And I'll get rid of this one, and this way we don't have double posts. We don't need double post. Delete topic. Refresh. Go back in here. And boom, it's gone. So I'll figure out how to move mine into here so it's in the correct spot. So basically you got to get used to it a little bit. It is just an old basic form, with a simple text box at the bottom. And the nice thing is on the side here, on this side, the right-hand side is a preview. So as you're typing, you'll see the preview window of how it's going to look, and you'll see the preview of the pictures on the side. So even before you do anything, you'll be able to see all of that. Let's discard that. We don't need that. And let's go back to Q&A, and you can see my ugly mug again. All right, let me see what I missed in here. That was the original group build, but I need to change it. Okay, so, well, you can use the same. You could just change, like Chris, if he's going to change, like Chris said he's going to change his, he could just go in and the little pencil icon. Let's go back. Let's go back over here. No, that's the back end. We don't want to see the back end. Okay, we'll go to Chris's down here. Bum. What am I in? Oh, that's that. Okay, so if Chris comes in here, and you see you got the big old pencil right up top, he could just click that and change the title of what it is, and then he could add, either Boyd in there or what he's building in there, and he doesn't have to start a whole new subject. I want to see something. 3D. Where the heck is 3D modeling? There's 3D modeling. Completed Hawk, Nom Noms, Jack Skellington. Nom Noms, Jack Skellington. All tags. If you click all tags, this will pop up and see what everybody's posted. So I want to see if you make a mistake and put it in the wrong spot. I think you're able to move your stuff too, like me. Okay, 3D modeling, Jack Skellington. Let me see if I put this. Okay, 3D builds. Yeah, you can change the category on your own, it looks like. If you can't, I can come in here and change it for you. I'm just looking to see where the annual, oh, there we go. Annual HLI group builds. And then I want to put it in Boyd's, not in the showcase, not in figures and busts, right in Boyd's. So it'll move it over to Boyd's, and I want to change my title to the 2024 Boyd Crompton Memorial Halloween Group Build. Jack Skellington diorama. And I'm going to put whip on here, so if somebody does come in, they know that it's a work in progress instead of a finished build. So they'll see the whip. So if they come to, I'll go back over here again. Excuse me, annual Halloween group builds. Go down to Boyd. And now you'll see the title is different, and you can also see what I tagged it with underneath. So it's got the title of what the group build is, and I'll usually throw whip in there. This way you know it's a work in progress and not a finished one, so you can follow along with the build if you want to. So that, my friends, is what is going on with that. Schumann's Model Shop, nobody wants to see that either. I think I'll build Deadpool for this. That would be a cool one. Yeah, what falls into the Halloween group build is somebody in costume, because it's Halloween, people wear costumes. You know, the creepy stuff, Dracula, the Mummy, the Bride of Frankenstein, Aliens, Terminator could be in there because it's all creepy. So, like the supernatural car could be in there. Anything that's like creepy clowns and all that good stuff. It is a long ass title. I didn't have to make it so long, Bob. I could have put Jack Skellington diorama work in progress, because it is already under the heading of Boyd's thing. But I went long. Hey, what's going on, Kenny? So you can do it. You could do it either way, as long as it's in the right place. And the biggest thing is, at the end, when you're done with your build, to get those pictures into the annual showcase for under Boyd's thing. Oh, well, just under the annual showcase, and then your title should have Boyd's Memorial in there. This way I know what it is. Even if you don't put Boyd and you put Halloween, I know what it is, and we can take care of that. Anybody that's never been in one of my Halloween group builds, Kenny May is here. Actually, I was talking about this last show. One year, me, Kenny, and Boyd three of us ran a Halloween group build at one time, and it was great because things were, people built for each one, and then people were crossing over into each build. So it was fun. It was definitely fun. I'm trying to think. Oh, that's what I was saying. For when I do the slideshow. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll see if I can pull it up, and I'll have to mute my computer, because otherwise you're just going to hear like echo, and we don't want to hear echo. Echo would be bad. Where's my channel? My channel. Go to live. And let's go. Let me pull this up. I'll go to teaching screen real quick. Okay, here's my channel. So I got the cover photo, same cover photo for everything, except for, like, there's the Star Wars group build. If we scroll down, the Halloween group build will pop up somewhere. Boyd's fundraiser. Here's the last 2023 Halloween group build. So we always have a fun time. I don't think this is the one. Is this the one where I did? Oh yeah, this is where I did my little creepy thing at the beginning. Up above me, this is the previous year's builds over here, and then we had, oh no, this isn't the year where I had stuff in the background. I'll show you for those that weren't here. Last year we didn't get a chance to do it. So there's 23. Where's 22? We try to make it as fun as possible, even if Chris is around, because Chris, he makes things not so fun. All right, there's 22. There's 22. Oh, there's Fett, Pumpkinhead Fett. Okay. There's creepy girl again. But with Kelly and I got to learn to put the camera a little bit further back, and she yelled at me because I forgot to put the lights on behind me. But you know, we got all the Halloween stuff going in the background and trying to make it as fun as we can. But for each, I'm trying to find the builds. Let me scroll ahead to the builds. It's right about here. Right about here. Once we do get into the, we always have the opener. I always have the same opener because I do like this little crazy animation. But once the dogs are barking. There they go. I do this for everybody's build. I make a special cover. This way you got a cover with what you built, your name with it, and I think the year. So it'll scroll through your pictures, and then it'll go to, of course, the next guy. I'll just show you one more once it goes through Phil's. This was a big build when it first came out. All of us were doing the Grim Reaper. I did like that build. I never finished my diorama on that one either, whichever way you want to say it. But I didn't finish that diorama. I got to finish that diorama. I just finished the Grim Reaper himself. The scythe on that thing's a little flimsy. You got to be careful with the top of that if you do build that guy. Hey, what's going on, Ken? What's up, Fred? What's going on, Sluggo and Thomas? Good to see you guys. I didn't realize Phil had so many pictures of the Grim Reaper here. Did not. Hey, Benny. What's going on, Benny? I missed you too. A lot of people coming in. Jalen. What is up, Jalen? Oh, those are the Phil. I think those are the candles. But see, like Ron Orr, Sci-Fi Model Shop, who's in here. You know, I do a cover for everybody's stuff. So I try to make it as special as I can for every one of everybody's builds. This way, you know, you get acknowledged with your name, and like I said, your name, what build you did, all that other good stuff. No, don't use Trekworks. Use Boyd's name. We'll try to keep it as one thing so we can find it in one place. You know, it's a lot. Yes, Kenny, yours was the best. Oh my goodness, I have to start my. That's why my guy's done already. My Halloween build. I got to start my stuff early, otherwise I'll never get it done. What's going on, John? Good to see you, sir. Kenny is reading the chat from the other video, not this one. I didn't say anything till now. How'd you know I was here? I could see the other chat. I have both. I have both chats open, and I could see you in the participants. I could see in the participants. Oh, I found out something interesting. Why nobody was getting chippy chips? That is because. Let me see. I'll show you. Let me see if I could pull that up without showing anything important. All right, there we go. Where's teaching screen again? We'll jump back to the teaching screen. Let me make sure that that's up. Okay, so what they did was, it used to be for every 15 minutes you watched, you earned 5 chippy chips. I bumped it up to 15. But if you see here in the middle, they've changed it up. It's YouTube payouts are based on viewers' chat activity. If they do not chat, they will not earn any points. So that's why the chippy chips, nobody was gaining chippy chips. Or a few people were gaining chippy chips because they changed it, because only the people talking in the chat would gain them. And that's the only way you can gain them now on Streamlabs. So at some point we will do. How do you get to the community page? Community.hobbylinkinternational.com. When I come back over out of here, I will give you the whatchamacallit, the name of it. So this is how you get to the community.hobbylinkinternational.com. I'm missing Spence, if I spelt that right. Oh, how come it didn't give us a link? There you go. Let me see if I have to put HTTPS in there. But it's community.hobbylinkinternational.com. And if you want to sign up, like I said, if you have a social media account, Twitter. There it is. That should be the link. Let me click it and make sure it works. I think I spelt it wrong. community.hobbylinkinternational.com. Oh, no. You know what I did wrong? I put a semicolon instead of a colon. Hold on. Don't click that link. It's going to take you nowhere. It's going to take you absolutely nowhere because I didn't hit the shift button. If you have any type of social media account, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, X, you can sign up without having to go through the whole thing. Everybody's chippy chips got wiped out by Streamlabs 2. Let me make sure that I typed that one right. Why am I not typing? All right, forget it. My typing sucks tonight. Hold on a second. Excitement never ends around here. Janeway started a fight. She wanted a toy, and she started a fight. Now, just type in community.hobbylinkinternational.com. It'll go right there. You know what the easiest way is? If I just go and grab you the link right from here. Oh, my doggies. Janie's a little nutty. Dirk! What's going on, brother? Let's see if that one works. Okay, that link works. That link down there will take you to the site. Now I'm out of breath running up the stairs going to break up the doggy fight. Janie is very protective of her toys. So yeah, hopefully this year we get a lot of builds for the for Boyd's group build. You should have 100 billion chippy chips. I don't think that many. Shouldn't hit this yard also have a wormhole in the gamma quadrant. Is it September already? Boyd, how time flies. Not September already, but we got to push the group build because a lot of people don't know about the Hobby Link International community or the group build that we hold. So I got to keep talking about it. Plus, we're running out of time. Let me look and see. I'll tell you exactly how many days left until Halloween. We have 105 days left till Halloween. I need everything by the 28th. So we got like 101 days left, 102 days left to get our builds done. And sometimes that's not enough for people to get their builds done. That's why I build far in advance. Otherwise I won't get anything. Kenny, are any of the navigation strobe boards? Nope, we don't have a single board. I don't think we have a single board left. Tommy's, I got to actually print him up some more stuff to do the feeders. But I think we are sold out of boards. There's Blaine. Out of stock. The only thing we have left is Bird of Prey boards and Ralph boards. Everything else is out of stock because we cannot... we got plenty of LED lights, but everything else is out of stock. board wise besides those other two. Anybody that doesn't know, that's new here also, we have our own shop. Click the shop, you can see we got tons of stuff. We drop ship for a lot of companies, so we're kind of the middlemen for them. 3D prints are our own. I have these in stock, most in stock. I got 1, 2, 3. I should have 4 turtles left, but I have one whole set left, and then a Donatello and Leonardo. These were going pretty quick. We do have 4 Dr. and Mrs. the Monarchs left. We have another George Bailey's coming. I just got to clean him up. If you see stuff like this called seconds, there was a little bit of a defect, so we discount those. So we have 2 Terminators with defects, 2 good Terminators. I don't know why this one doesn't have she's not available yet. I'm still messing with her, printing her up. I'll bring this guy over here. So we got a ton of stuff on the shop too. We're starting to put more and more 3D prints up. More and more 3D of the prints. Off on. Do you guys have a board to do the spinny thing from Lost in Space? Not yet. No boards available. Tommy is busy turning the form off and on. No way the community's back. Kenny is just pulling your leg. I have no idea who Ray Finkel is. No clue at all. Let me see if the review's bigger. Okay, so these are the new George Bailey busts. The one I sent over to Joe is a little smaller. These guys are 7.5. This guy, 7.5 inches tall. Comes with a pedestal base with the. You're not going to see it on camera, but the logo from It's a Wonderful Life is on there. If you do buy 3D prints from myself or other people, you're going to find things like drain holes. I put bigger drain holes at the bottom that have to be filled by whoever buys them. All of our stuff is not painted or primed or anything like that. You got to clean up the support marks, fill in these. But I put bigger holes so I could get my UV light in here to try to cure the inside a little more. You're not going to see it because it really isn't that visible depending on which way you look at it. But this one is a seconds discounted. He looks perfectly fine, but there was a layer shift across the front. So because there was a layer shift, I can't sell him as perfect. On the tie, the layer shift can definitely be sanded down and his tie will be smooth. But because the artist that we hired to do this put all the detail in his scarf, you're still not going to be able to see that on camera, I don't think so. But there's a lot of detail in his scarf and also in his jacket. And that layer line goes across his scarf and jacket, so you won't be able to sand that out. You'll lose all that detail. So there'd be a tiny little bit of a lip. So we sell these at a discount price if anybody wants. Same thing with the Terminator. He's got a little layer shift in him. But we don't want to waste the resin and throw it out. Some people don't mind a little defect in it. They try to fix it and do what they want. Put him on the side. He's got to get boxed up. We did, like I said, George Bailey, I only have 2 printed up. 1 is already sold. I got to ship him out tomorrow. And all the good stuff. Spencer, YouTube is broken for me. Pausing after 5 to 10 seconds. But I found a way to cheat for now. Oh, that stinks. What did Shu say? Looks nothing like Michael. No, it doesn't look like Michael Keaton at all. Here we got plans. We got plans for boards. It's just getting the stuff. Kenny, you can choose to keep the hole, which can be glued in. I don't print the holes because they always come out wonky. For me, so it's up to the builder. We put it in the directions that there will be. Sometimes there's pinholes in a 3D print. Sometimes there's a little mark. It's just like any other thing that you buy. Sometimes you get little defects on regular plastic model kits, but I do not keep these holes at all. One, they're a pain in the ass to print, especially if they're too small, and they always come out wrong for me. So all you got to do is get some Milliput, fill this sucker in, let it sit for 4 hours, sand it down, you're good to go. Bigger holes like this, you can do the same thing with the milliput, fill it in, sand it down, boom, you're good. Or you can take sheet styrene, like a thinner sheet styrene, put some glue on it, get it backed in there so you don't have to put so much filler in there, and that's it. But you will have stuff like this, nubs from the support marks. I don't have time to clean these all down, neither do the other people that sell 3D prints. You're always going to have that. The 3D printers are getting better and better. My brother, he hasn't seen a print since he had an old first resin printer where you saw the layer lines a lot. He was actually impressed with how smooth these are, and you have to get really close to them to see the layer lines. No matter what printer you have, you're going to see layer lines in certain positions because you can't always orient these things in the perfect position not to have some sort of layer line. But these two printers really print out nice. So like I was saying, this guy's 7.5 inches, 1/6 scale. Terminator bust, he's 1/6 scale too. If I could get Mr. Magoo nicely done, I will put him up for sale, but if not, he's just going to be mine. Still getting Okova right now. All of the oh boo, I'm sorry, Spence. I hope you're feeling much better. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. Get to the feeling better, Spence. That's right. Get to the feeling better. I'm still working on Krampus, but I'm getting pissed off with that thing because I didn't realize how much of the print got messed up squeezing it onto the build plate like I did. So I gotta plow through that thing, get it done, and start on something else because that thing is just, it'll look good. It's just a pain in the butt. Nobody wants the shingles either. Screw the shingles. So that's my. I'm trying to think of what I want to do for Halloween. Also, besides whatchamacallit, the one I did, the Nom Nom Figures Jack Skellington build. I might do the Vampirella that I have. I got her. This test prints end up with me, especially if things are wrong with them. They end up with me. I ended up actually printing her head. I ended up printing her head solid because in Cheeto Box it showed that there were gaps that I couldn't get holes in, so I just printed her up solid. So I might print up the rest of her, maybe do her for Halloween and see. I wish I could show you. It's just not going to be big enough. Like some 3D yeah, you're never going to see that. Some 3D prints get little itty bitty pinholes, and that's also from how it's oriented on the build plate, and you just take a little putty, fill that in, and it's no big deal. Like her, she had a layer shift too. I got to check my Z-axis. I'm going to clean that off, get all the old grease off there, put white lithium, because this possibly could be dog hairs in there and making this skip when it gets to a certain point. But I may do her. I got her body. Like I said, anything with failures that I know I can clean up, I'll clean up myself. And her head goes in there like that. The bases are big. So I got one base, and the other base goes on there. I just got to get her arms. And they made her legs like, I don't know. They made her legs pretty crazy long. Those legs are very long. So I got to print up one more leg and 2 more arms, and then horribly paint skin tones on this, clean it up, horribly paint some skin tones, and maybe since this is all printed up, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts to print up. I could work on her possibly and do this for the Halloween build. Everything okay?
Yeah, no, everything is fine.
You just came busting in here like something was wrong. They all pooped?
Yeah, they were good.
All right. We're looking at Naughty Vampirella.
Jesus.
Yeah, they made her. I don't know. Their legs are kind of long, right?
Well, it seems.
You think it's proportionate? Because she's supposed to be a vampire. She might be a very tall vampire.
Well, those are very perky boobs. If those are the real thing.
Those are perky, right? Perky boobies. You said it, not me. Hey, listen, I'm not the designer of this thing. The guys that
you're worrying about her legs, but meanwhile
Well, maybe she became a vampire when she was like,
shooting up.
maybe she became a vampire at like 20, and she'll never be anything older than 20, or look older than 20. So maybe that's why her boobies are perky.
Yeah.
I don't design it. They are kind of like, the one kind of goes to the side. I don't know. I just got to print up a few more parts.
Yeah, it had to have been a guy. Who gives a shit about
She's an alien vampire. They look great to me. Uh-oh, everybody's saying hello to you. Naked Invisible Man. Yeah, she's very, very leggy. That's, oh, you know what? Here we go. Let me take her head off. Let's take her head off, because this one is tall. This thing is freaking tall when complete. I'm curious. And her leg isn't straight, so I won't really get a true measurement. But we'll go from her hip. We'll go from her hip down to her boot, the bottom of her boot. That's all right. Somebody needs to do math. Let's say what's an average height woman? 5'5", 5'6"? Her leg from her hip to her boot, and that's on an angle, is 6.5 inches. So I'm assuming if they put her leg straight up, her leg might be 7.25 inches. That's a pretty long leg. But it's a cool 3D print. It's a good one for Halloween. I still got to perfect this one before we put it up for sale, and she will be up for sale. Joe Hudson, I printed up one that came out perfect of her. Joe Hudson has her. Joe's been very, very gracious. He's doing all the paint work for us when we do covers for our boxes and stuff. So that too, with certain ones like Dan ordered every one of our whatchamacallit. You might have seen his video. He ordered all of our Ninja Turtles. So unfortunately, we try to pack them up like professionally. We got black boxes, but all 4 of those couldn't fit in a box at one time. I got to get a little bit bigger boxes if I'm going to do that. So I had to wrap his up really nice. I wrap them up in bubble wrap to make sure nothing happens. Put them in the UPS box. But what we do with ours is I try to get a picture. Right now, this is just a black and white picture because I don't have the color photo from Joe. But we put that on there. We put a label on the front. This way you know what it is. So if you throw it up on the shelf over there, you'll see the label. You'll be like, what the heck is in that black box? So we try to make them as professional as possible. Inside, okay, I'll show you the inside of this one. Inside, you get one of our cards, with our eBay store on there, a community, YouTube channel, all that, a set of directions. Inside here, I'll open it up. We make sure we bubble wrap everything, and then we put the packing paper on top to keep everything tight inside. This way, when USPS get their hands on it, because Joe sent me, Dan showed a picture of what USPS did to the box I sent him, and the box I sent Joe too was like they just decided to step all over it. So that's why I pack everything up with bubble wrap. Make sure if it's like a delicate part. Which one has the delicate part? Who's got it? Who is this guy? Who is this? This is Raphael. Like Raphael has the sigh. So when we pack him up, I got to make sure that I really bubble wrap over this, because this is really delicate, and I don't want that breaking on a customer while we're sending it out. And if by any chance you do ever find a golden retriever hair in your package, it's just one of the dogs saying hello to you. Because there's golden retriever hair everywhere. There's nothing I can do about it. No matter how much my mom and my mother-in-law and Kelly vacuum and sweep and mop and all that other good stuff, the hair is everywhere. I used to work with a girl who was 6 foot, long legs, and fire. I never worked, actually I dated a girl once that was my height. She was 6 foot tall. I never worked with any girls that were that tall. Mine looked like it was drop kicked, but thank God everything inside was all right, Dan. Yeah, I saw the pictures of yours. Yours was hammered too. Joe sent me a picture of his box, and it was like they decided to play soccer or something with it. I guess because the Copa Cup was going on. They were like, hey, let's play soccer with the USPS packages. Blaine is upset. He's missing Kenny, so he's getting a little rowdy. Kenny's going to be gone for 3 weeks. After this, I'm going to package up a couple packages. We are going to package up a couple packages, clean the machines, and start printing some more tonight. So yeah, let me get, almost dropped it. So yeah, spread the word. Spread the word about Boyd's Memorial build. There's definitely going to be a trophy. It's going to be a 3D printed trophy that I'm getting. Hopefully I get it made in time. It's going to be a nice trophy. So we'll have best of show. We'll have first, second, and third. And I'm trying to talk to some companies to get some prizes. Hopefully we can get some prizes in, which would be nice. And that's the other thing about the community. You guys, so if you want to vote for, you guys are going to be voting for the first, second, and third place. And I think we'll have Joe, because I don't think Joe's entering it. Joe, Tommy, and Paul won't be in it, so we'll have those three probably pick the best of show. But on this community, we'll be able to vote ourselves. We won't have to worry about anybody cheating, because we can set it up so only certain trust levels can vote. You know, you're going to have to be a registered member. So if people join up and they're level 0, they're not going to be able to vote. So it's not going to be like I can go onto Facebook and type up a thing to the almost 5,000 friends I have on there and say, hey, come join tonight, vote for me. Nope, not going to be able to work. So only people that use the community are going to be able to vote. So I think you're going to have to be at least level 2. So that means get on the community, start posting your builds, talk to people, all that other good stuff. This way you can rank up and you can vote. I don't like the contest. It takes the fun out of the camaraderie, then turns into competition. It's what we do every year. We pick a first, second, and third place, and we're not going to change how we do it. It's not a competition. Everybody knows for the years and years and years we've been doing this. There's always a first, second, and third place to say, hey, here you go. Thanks for all the hard work from everybody, and we always congratulate everybody on their builds. So we're not going to change that. That's been a staple of our group build, our Halloween group build for a long time. So we do support each other. Indeed we do, Shu. We've never ever had a problem with anybody crying that they didn't get a trophy. Everybody's always congratulatory. It's not the same people that get a trophy every year. So we've never had a problem with that. The only problem we ever had was a Mahdi contest where an idiot decided to get a VPN and start voting for himself. That's the only time we've ever had a problem with it. Unless you're Bob Bruce. He builds many things, so he gets ahead of everybody. Maybe Chris. Yeah, maybe Chris. But yeah, no, that'll stay there. It's just to give back. And it's a fun build. Everybody has fun. If somebody doesn't want to be part of the vote, I've said it before, just tell me and I won't put you in the vote table. This way you're not part of the vote table. But we're not going to change how we run things, because that's how we've run it forever. You know, it's never been a big deal. It's always been a great show, and everybody's very, very complimentary of each other's builds and pushing each other to build better and better. So that's just how it goes. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. But this is there's going to be a good. If I could get it done, there'll be a very good trophy. I'm going to build my group build entry and slobber resin all over it. So if you, no, I'm not saying you're asking to change it at all. It's just not. I'm just saying we're not gonna change how we've always run things. I'm going to build the group build entry slobber. You got to melt it, Chris. You got to melt it. That's the only way you can win, or that's the only way you could get out of a build, by melting, especially your speed build, by melting down the whatchamacallit, the kit that you're building. So it's fun. The guys have fun, and it does. I've never seen anybody be competitive, because we do post our builds on the site, and everybody gets to check out what's going on, and it's always fun. It's always a good time. Never ever had a problem with it. Actually, the Halloween build I probably has done better than the Mahdi build did. Halloween and Star Wars died off a little bit, but Halloween always usually does pretty well. People get excited for that one. Can't complain about that one at all. It's always nice to give back. It's always nice to give back to the guys and girls, and it's fun. It's fun. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. I don't think much more is going on. So like I said, if you want, come over to the community, do your builds over there with us. If you have a finished build, if you're just a YouTuber and you have a finished build, email me your pictures of your finished build and we'll get into the slideshow. If you're on Facebook and don't want to come over to the community, just make sure you let me know. Or if you're on our Facebook group, create an album there and let me know it's there. This way I can grab your pictures. But if you're here on our community, then we have the annual showcase one. When you showcase them, it's the easiest place for me to grab all your pictures. I resize them that's the other thing I do, because a lot of people take the pictures in different sizes or different angles. So I make all of them, I'm trying to think, 1280 by 720 or a little bigger. But everybody's pictures are the same size, cropped out at the same size. This way they're all seen at the same ratio. Not that one will jump off the screen bigger and its head gets cut off or anything like that, or it's skewed. The only thing I do ask, the one major thing, is make sure there's nothing in your background. Like I said, you're going to work on this thing hard, and you're trying to make the best product that you can. Just don't put anything in the background. We want to be able to see your builds. We want to be able to see your builds and enjoy them. Now, when I'm in, I can't think of it. When I'm in Photoshop, 1920 by 1080. 1920 by 1080 is that I do for YouTube So what I got to do is I got to grab, and it's a long process. I got to grab all your pictures, and then I break them down. I put a black background on them, because sometimes people do have the vertical pictures or horizontal. Vertical? I don't know. Up and down. They got the up and down pictures, so they'll be in the center, and everybody has to have the 1920 by 1080, so they're all the same size and we can all see the same thing. So I take all those, and then I gotta number them, because a lot of people don't number them like I ask. When you do send me your pictures, in a 3 format code, like 001, 002, this way I know which one's your first picture. But a lot of people don't do that, so then I end up putting them whatever order. So I put them into Photoshop on the correct background, then I save them, then I add their 3-digit code to them. And because of how the slideshow works in Premiere Pro, I can't just number everybody's. Like, I put them in a folder, say Bob Bruce, I put his in a folder. I can't just number his 001. I actually have to number his BB 001 and all of his others, because if I just do Bob's and then say I do Kenny Mays as 00, what Premiere Pro does when I put it into the editing software, it grabs all the 001s and puts them all together, and then I'll have a Bob, a Kenny, a Spence, all their 01s, and it won't stay together. So I gotta come up with different codes for each one. Like if I'm trying to think, anybody else have a KC? Bob Bruce. Oh, Bob, that's the one that I had trouble with, the last one. Bob Bruce and Bob Busking. They're both BB. So I had to make a 3-digit letter code with a 3-digit number code. So once all that's done, I got them in the folder. Then I have to build their thumbnails for their preview before their build. So I got to go searching on Google for a picture with a transparent background and something else cool for the background. And then if it doesn't have a transparent background, I got to sit in Photoshop. I got to cut it out. I got to blank out the background. So it's a real big process, and it's a lot of work for me to do it. But I love the group build, and it's all Boyd's fault that I love the Halloween group build. It really is. I really got into his group builds, and I was glad that he pushed me to do our group build. So, I want to make it as fun as possible. Everybody always has a good time. This year, you'll definitely see you know, the background like we did a couple years ago to make it more spooky and eerie. The couch on the other side will be gone. I could push that back and bring the camera a little further back so we can see more of the background next time. It's all about having fun. Hey, what's going on, Vincent? Good to see you. I run my paint booth while printing. Get rid of the fumes. I'm just going to post a picture of Chris and Win, the scary. Shoo, you won already. Just post it now and I'll give you the trophy. You won already. Question to the guys that do resin printing. Do you need ventilation if it's running in a room on its own in the cellar? Nope. Not at all. As long as nobody's down there, Elliot. These two guys right here, because nobody's down here, I run these guys all night long. So I got 2 machines running resin. The biggest thing is you won't even smell it. New place has a cellar and thinking to be that would be perfect. The biggest thing is, for me, some people decide that they're going to print, but they're going to print with the lids off, which I do not recommend to do. Don't print with your lids off because of dust. Something else drops in there. You're going to ruin the print. You're going to get a fail. And you don't want to waste resin. Secondly, with the cover on, it literally holds the smell of the resin in there. The worst time I get the smell of resin is once it's done. I take it off and I get a whiff of resin that doesn't last that long. The new resins are getting less stinky, which is a good thing. So as you can see, I got no ventilation here, no nothing. I just have the 2 printers that run all the time. But what I do recommend too is if you're going to have it in the cellar, you see the white thing back there and the white thing right there? Those are both heaters. This is the M5S Pro. That came with the heater. I bought the same heater for that one. Even in the summertime right now, because Kelly keeps this place like an ice box, so it's cooler down here, and sometimes she opens up this vent, and that's why I got a sweatshirt on right now, because she's got it so cold in here. She opens up this vent so it's really cold in here, and she opens up the vent in the laundry room and leaves the door open. It makes the resin thicker, and then you end up with failed prints. So what I do, even in the summertime now, I do run the heaters while I'm running the prints, and I forget they recommend, I think, 32 degrees Celsius. I keep mine at the summer. I did mine at like 26 degrees Celsius, which is nice. It makes the resin nice and thin. And I noticed too that when I take them off the plate, because they're still warm, it pops off a lot easier than when they cool down. If they cool down, because I've been having problems with the print plate, the build plate, nothing sticking to it. So I had to bump my light time on the bottom layers up to 80. So if I let those things cool down, it's like a rock on there and taking a chisel to it. But yeah, you're not smelling anything with this. I sit right here and I'm on the computer while these things are running a lot of the time. I don't smell anything. Now, FDM printers, on the other hand, I don't like them. I still don't like them because of I guess it depends on which filament you're using, but they gave me headaches. My brother Tommy just got an FDM printer. I don't know which one. I forgot which one he got, but he got one to make stuff, you know, for the house and stuff. But yeah. You want in the Discord room? Come over to the Discord. Nobody's on the Discord, Vince. Nobody's on the Discord. I built the Discord hoping people would use it, but nobody's really using it. So that's why we put the community back, because it's easier to do all the group builds on there and we can see what everybody's building. But that's, that's it. That's it. That's why we did it. And to piss Dirk off. We did it to piss Dirk off. Yeah, but there's nobody's. Chris is using it. I can tell you now. I can jump on the Discord. Like, the Discord is dead. Yeah, there's nothing new in here. 3D work in progress. The guys that use the form, some of them are there. Jalen is there. Jalen posts sometimes. You know, we catch Dan Ross is on here. I think that's Dan, right? Is that Dan? Pretty sure it's Dan. It just says D. Dan is on there. Chris is on there. And that's it. Just a few people. There's hardly any posts on the HLI Discord, so that was kind of a waste of time. But we do have the community back, and that's going nowhere. Like I said, we did shut it down because of lack of usage, but now with what we're doing with the memorial build for Boyd each year, it's going to stay up there. I will never touch it again, Chuck. You know me already. I will never ever. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Baker? Good to see you, sir. Once it's done, I'm gonna have you over the house because I got the sheds, Steven. I got the sheds in the back, so we're gonna be taking all this stuff out, putting it in the sheds. I got to just get the wood, but once this is all done, I'm gonna have you over because we'll have the display cases and you check out all the stuff. And then you could bring your RC car over. I got or helicopter because my backyard is so big you probably could fly it back here. It's huge. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is we started that a couple years ago. But I can't wait to get it's going to look different because we're going to have cabinets and stuff up here, make it more user friendly. I mean, Chris would be happy right now. My desk is a mess because I just have nothing in order and I can't stand. Oh, my phone is dying. Can't stand it that way. But yeah, it would be great to definitely have you over because you go to the hobby shop over here for the RC stuff. You're really not that far. You're not that far away from me, like 5 minutes when you go over there. So yeah, we got things to do tonight. I got to order wood, clean resin printers, and get to bed soon. That info was for for my brother. Oh no, he knows all about that stuff. Oh, cool. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, Chuck, he's been printing since printers came out, so he knows all that stuff. He's all into. All right, my brother Tommy is not a school person. That boy signed himself out of school in freshman year, walked into the office, said, we're moving to New Jersey, which we weren't. Signed him out, didn't even ask my parents or anything like that. That kid has been tinkering with stuff since he's got to be like 4 years old, 5 years old. He would take the screwdrivers, take apart little radios and see how they work, put them back together. Anything that broke, he'd fix it. So he's always been into technology and gadgetry and fixing things. So he's been into it way before me. He got me into it because when he started printing, he had the XYZ filament printers and they had different levels. So he had got the cheap one first to mess around with it. He gave me that one and he bought another one. And he's the opposite of me. Filament printers give me headaches. Resin printers give him headaches. It's just how it affects him. One, he's in an apartment, so he would have it by the kitchen window, but that really wasn't enough to get rid of the resin smell, so that would waft through the house and he'd get headaches. This, I could sit by this, I could breathe this in, which I shouldn't, all day long. Doesn't do a thing to me. The resin does not bother me. I've got it. I am not the OSHA safety guy. I've gotten resin on my hand. The only thing that did hurt was the other day, the stupid Home Depot spray bottle. The neck fell off, the bottle fell, hit the ground, and thankfully I had my glasses on. I got IPA in my left eye. I got a couple drops. That hurt. But I get resin on my hands all the time. It doesn't bother me. I shouldn't get it on my hands. I'm touching resin and stuff. I wash my hands afterwards, but for some reason resin doesn't bother me at all. Tommy is extremely smart. That's why I think he was bored in school. He hated school. He taught himself, C++ and all this other stuff. He can do anything, that kid. He really could. Because he doesn't like schoolwork, history and math. Well, he's good at math, but history and science and all that other crap that we did in school that had no bearing on his life, he couldn't stand. So he was just bored. But he'll sit there, and if he's got to do something like on a computer, he'll read until he gets it right. He can build his own websites and like from scratch. He can code. He loves the stuff, so he just sits there and reads and learns. Me, I think I got ADHD because I cannot sit and do that. I get bored same thing with models. I can only sit and do a model for so long before I get bored and I got to come over to the computer or and then I'll get bored on the computer and I'll jump to the 3D printer and start printing something. And that's probably half the reason I don't finish models, but I force myself to finish models when I do. What's going on, Brian? Just do the opposite of what I do. Exactly. Exactly. Always do the opposite of me. It's 20 after 8. Okay, so we're going to wrap things up. We hope that you guys come. I'm going to be talking about the memorial build from now till the build, because that's what happens come July, August. I start pushing this build, especially because Halloween, like I said, is one of our bigger builds, and now it's even more important and more special than it was before. This is to honor our friend. Hopefully we get a lot of builds. Even if you're not building, pass along the word to your friends to come over to the community. Again, you don't have to be part of the community. You can just build and then get me the pictures, and you will be in the slideshow. And we'll have a great night. We'll set up the whole slideshow. We'll do our thing. Is the July meeting, or is this an extra? There is no July meeting. I'm just going to be on when I can during the summer. There's no guarantee that I'm going to be on a Wednesday or a Saturday night. September 4th is when I get back to a regular schedule. This is just one. I'm doing this to announce, for people that didn't know about what we're doing with Boyd's build. 2, Boyd was supposed to be back last week, and he was always grateful that I did the live show after he was done. This way the guys had a place to hang out. So I was able to take a break this summer because Boyd was coming back and everybody had a place to hang out, and then I could come back in the fall. And then if he got tired or his sickness caught up with him, I was there to take on the load of doing the live streams and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I was always amazed at with Boyd, with how kind he was and how he, his live streams. I remember going to his live streams. He had 100+ people at his live streams. I'm happy if I got 21, 22 people here. At one point, we used to get 40. But if you noticed, we're back down to our usual 20 to 25 people sometimes. If you noticed, once we stopped giving things away, those people left. They left. So I know the true people that want to hang out and have a good time with their friends and stuff are usually the 20 to 22 people that are here, and you guys are here usually every Wednesday and Saturday night if you can make it. So once we figured out what happened, once the giveaway stopped, the numbers dipped. It's, you want to come for free stuff, come for free stuff, but at least talk and hang out with the guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go run the usual suspects. Exactly. You guys are the hardcore 21, 22 people here. Sign up for the Secret Santa, and maybe you get a kit for the boys' Crompton Halloween Apples Trick or Treat group build memorial. Enjoy the hunters and support each other. We do have. Oh, you know what? Before I do go, for anybody new here, I did the group builds. I will go through. We do have a Secret Santa, so you'll hear some Christmas music. So this is actually on the form too. We have a Secret Santa every year. I think it's by November 2nd, you have to be signed up for it. And I pick names out of the hat. If we have enough people on the European side, I try to match those guys up. This way they don't get hit with so much shipping, trying to ship it to the U.S. or U.S. trying to ship it over there. Between Canada and the U.S., it's not that bad on shipping, so that gets mixed up. But I feel bad for the guys like Mark Pardis jumps in on it. He's down in Australia. Some guys from the European side jump in on it. Hawken jumps in on it, and I don't want it to be so expensive for you guys where you don't have fun. So we have a Secret Santa. That's underneath the. I'm pretty sure that's underneath the members portal on the community. Where's the community? I'll tell you right now. Members portal. All annual Secret Santa rules and group build. Yeah, and then we also have our giveaway, which I have to fix that up because it has a link to the old site, which is no good. But I'll show you the giveaway in a second here. So those are the major things we do throughout the year. We have our few group builds. We have our Secret Santa, and the other thing with that we do, and this year this year is our 10th year of doing Christmas giveaways. Shu has been partaking in the Christmas giveaways, Schumann's Model Shop in here, 9 out of the 10 years. And this is Kaylin, who I haven't seen in a while. This is Kaylin's 2nd year in the Christmas giveaway. So me and Kelly have been giving away 5 busts, 5 busts from John Dennett. The first year we gave away, you can see him here. There's Scrooge. Then we gave away Marley, and then we gave away Bob. And now this year we're giving away Tiny Tim. So he's doing all of the characters from A Christmas Carol. So we'll be giving away 5 of these busts of Tiny Tim this year. And John Dennett is the man. He sculpts these all by hand and then casts them. And these are solid resin. These are really nice. So we give these away. Next up is from Shu. Shu's giving away, this is the Badger Patriot 105. He's giving away as a Christmas present a Badger Patriot 105. And also a Sotar 2020. And how you get into the Christmas giveaway, you have to be an active user on the community, because the YouTube channel we had plenty of giveaways for the YouTube channel. The Christmas one is only for community members. So if you're interested in signing up and coming over, and you got to be an active member though. And then Kalen and his wife are giving away a Harder and Steenbeck Evolution. I just got one of these. Very, very nice airbrush. I tell you this much though, if you've never used a Harder and Steenbeck, you're going to have to get used to this. My Badgers I was used to, because when you pull the trigger back, it doesn't spray right away. This airbrush, you barely pull the trigger back and you're on it. So you got to get used to where, like I was saying, muscle control from airbrush to airbrush is way different. The control of a Badger, my hand was so used to that for 20 plus years of airbrushing, and then I moved over to this one, and I really still have to get used to it. I'm still playing with this thing. Been doing a lot of hand brushing lately instead of airbrushing. And then also Kalen and his wife are giving away a $100 gift certificate to Spray Gunner, and I think he said this is all going to one winner, the gift certificate and the airbrush. This way you can pick up paints or a hose or whatever if you need it. And shoes are going to be Badger Patriot 105 to one person, and the Sotar 2020 to one person. And then we're going to, me and Kelly are going to be doing 5 of the busts, so we'll have 5 winners. Yeah, Benny, I love that Harder and Steenbeck. I can't believe how awesome that airbrush is. I just still really have to get used to that trigger pull on it. Literally, you barely move your finger back and you feel that trigger move. And if I have it up, like if I have the needle like close to a piece of paper, you'll get that nice, really tiny dot. And you really don't even have to pull it back that far, and it starts getting a little wider. And when you open it up, that thing's flying. But it's an amazing airbrush. I love it. I love the weight to it. Prime Day, I didn't buy nothing from Prime. Nothing at all from Prime Day. I'm broke. God bless us, everyone. What logo? What logo are we talking about? The Octopusy thing? The octopus one? On the Christmas giveaway? That's Spray Gunner's logo. I don't know who made that up, but I got the octopus off of online. They made that up there on their own. That's actually their stuff, not mine. A lot of stuff I find online, I don't think Spray Gunner's going to mind that I use it and promote Spray Gunner. If you haven't shopped at Spray Gunner, now actually if you haven't shopped at Spray Gunner, in all seriousness, orders are done quickly and they're shipped very quickly, and the prices are pretty decent for what you're getting. I did order my H&S from Spray Gunner, and then I forgot that my H&S air hose is different than my Badger air hose. So I got the airbrush and I was like, oh. And then I had to wait another 3 to 4 days for the hose to come in. So no big deal. Yo, Joe, did you make it home? Okay. I hope you're home already. Good to see you, Sir Joe. What's going on, Ken? What is going on? Filament and resin are always on sale on Prime Day. Actually, it's a lie on Prime Day, because the any cubic resin that I buy, no matter when I buy it, they had it on Prime Day today for $17.99. When it's not Prime Day, It's $17.99. So it's like going to freaking Best Buy or Walmart when they have the price rollbacks. It's the freaking same crap as Black Friday. They raise the price, or they give you the original price of $24.99 and give you the sale. They're all scammers, every single one of them. Sorry, Kenny. Do we go to the original form? My password no longer works there. This might be a repeat from it. No, you can repeat all you want because sometimes you just don't catch stuff. Let me make sure. I'll give you the link. You might just have to change your password. I'm going to put the link again right here. Yeah, that Raptor's nice, Ken. This is the community now. If you can't get in, just change your password, and you'll be able to get in. If you can't, just let me know, and we'll help you get in. But I know my name and password didn't change, even though we shut off the site. Chris had to change his password today. I think he just forgot what he used, but your username and password should not have changed. I know mine didn't. All my logins work. I didn't have to reset my logins for any of the social medias. I can log in from any of those without a problem. Did you get all the lighting buttoned up, Ken? Because the lighting was looking good on that thing. I still wish I knew you were building that, Ken, because I would have given you the green strawberry stuff that I didn't use. You scored 2 kilos of Coke? Oh, my God. Zero matte white for $28. You're welcome, kind sir. Wonder Woman 1970 Linda Carter 1/8 scale Mobius model kits is nice, Kenny. I never got my hands on that. I didn't forget it was password 123. Wasn't it I told you so? I think it was I told you so. But if you guys just saw a Highlander pop in here, that's Joe Hudson. You can go, if you're on Facebook, you can check out Joe's page. I will tell you the page. Joe is an excellent artist. I wish I could paint like him and many others, but I suck, so it's okay. As long as you know you suck, it's good. I am a intermediate modeler. That is what I classify myself as. An intermediate modeler. I'm good at some things, crappy at other things. But if you're on the faces of the book, this is Joe's page, and you can go check out his work. Does a lot of nice stuff. And Joe is the guy that's painting up our cover art. Like I said, he did. What is this? Oh, there's a Terminator bust. Let me see. Is this the one I got alcohol on? I think this is the one I got IPA on it. Yeah. I can't take him out. I don't have him. I can't see. Let me get it up. Oh, no. Light. Where's the light? But Joe painted up Arnie for us on the boxes. He, as he gets time, no rush on Joe at all, because I can always add them later. But he's right now he's doing the turtles for us. Also, you'll get to see, and thank you very much, Joe, if you're still watching. He's painting up the smaller George Bailey, and he said he's sending it to me, which is freaking awesome because I've always wanted to have one of Joe's painted up pieces. So you'll get to see that firsthand. I'll show it on a show. In the process of building the Raptor, have the main body together, working on the wings and engines. Oh, looking good. Good deal, Ken. Kenny never learns is the new password. No, I don't ever learn. I never ever learn. But guys and girls, I am gonna have to go because Kelly's been keeping charge upstairs and stuff, and I want to give her a break. She just flew in. No, her arms aren't tired. She just flew back from Chicago today, so she's home safe and sound. And I got a bunch of stuff to do. I got to package up 2 packages, do these machines, and order some wood. So, guys and girls, thank you very much for stopping by. Please spread the word about Boyd's Build. We want to make this as special as we can. This way we can remember him. We can have the slideshow. When we have the slideshow, we can all be talking about Boyd and the memories of him, not just on that one night, but all the time. He was a very special man. to many of us, and he was a great dude. Sweet. Take your time, Joe. There's I'm never in a rush. Never in a rush. And actually, me and Joe, we're going to be collaborating on some stuff 3D wise. Joe, Mad Genius Productions, another Joe. We got a lot of Joes too. Mad Genius Production threw something out to Joe and I, and we both agreed we liked it a lot. Joe extensively helped me with the artist to do the George Bailey bust, because I don't trust my own decision. So me and Joe talk a lot about stuff. If this is good, that's good. So without his input, I probably would have had a bust that looked more like a Chihuahua than George Bailey. But Joe is a great help to me. We do have some things coming out, and in the future, because it does get expensive to get some of this stuff done. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll let you know when it comes out. And again, please spread the word about Boyd. Boyd and his memorial build. It's to honor him. We'll have a great night that night, and we'll have fun watching everybody's builds. Build on the community so we can have fun and interact with you while you're building your build. I will print something else up, if it's not Vampirella, which I should probably do her, because she's sitting right there and I only got a couple parts. But I'll do something else besides Jack Skellington. I'll get one more in so I can get another one in for Boyd. I'm going to do my best for Boyd and build something for. Thank you, Ken. It doesn't even have to be huge, Ken built, it wasn't last year. I think it was the year before you did the mummy from Blackheart Models, Ken. It was the little bust. It's nothing extravagant. Like, it took me a while to do the diorama because there's a lot of parts. But it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just something, Halloween-y. And it's like, oh, yeah, freaking... This reminds me of Boyd. It's putting a smile on your face. You're having a good time building again. And, he'll be watching us. He'll be watching us and having fun with the slideshow and all that other good stuff, too. I always believe that they're up there and they're watching us, watching over us, and enjoying, us making the best of the situation as we can. So I hope you all have a great night. If you have any questions about the community or the group builds or anything like that, please email me at hobbylinkinternational@gmail.com. I will get back to you as soon as I can and help you out with the situation. So I'm off to go do this stuff. It's great seeing everybody. I don't know, like I said, the summer's going to be hit or miss, so look for me on Wednesdays or Saturdays, and we'll sit down and we'll chit-chat and we'll talk about as much as we can, or we'll talk about nothing, or we'll tell Chris how great pineapple on pizza is. On that note, everybody, I hope you have a great night. I will see you all soon. Take care, and bye-bye, everybody.